8 years ago, I found myself in front of 17,000 people on a stage. I was to bring on three of country music's biggest superstars at the time. Some would call this an opportunity. I refer to it as a living nightmare. My job was simple. 15, 20 seconds tops. All I had to do was briefly tell the audience which recording artist was with which recording company, a sentence or two about the artist each, hype up the crowd, and then I'm off the stage. I was terrified, overwhelmed with fear beyond belief. Earlier that day, I remember pacing up and down the hallway at the office, in one office and out and into another office needlessly. I was obviously a nervous wreck. I had three people working for me at the time, and I remember fondly trying to get each of them to take my place. However, one was sick, the other one had a death in the family, and the third one had a previous commitment. I was destined to be on stage that night, and I had to face that throughout the day. I was going to be on stage. Now, I'll tell you, while I remember very little about that night looking back, much less anything that I said on stage, the fear that I felt that night of being in front of 17,000 people on a stage was so unbelievable that I knew at that point I never wanted to feel that fear again. So from that point on, I started purposely putting myself in front of different audiences, on stage, in a crowd, in front of a crowd. And I've learned through time that not only have I become more comfortable, but I really enjoy those situations and look forward to them. These past events and situations have taught me that with repetition and with facing your fear head on, we can overcome the most overwhelming situation.